The lake, so beautiful, so peaceful, so incredibly difficult to turn this around with one hand. Excuse me, please. Okay, so this is gonna work a little differently, but straight up, I forgot I had to do my Hot Ones episode for today. So, no kidding, like, this is my hand, right? And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm resting my computer. I'm resting my phone on the computer. Like, in a way, this is kind of like how I used to do videos, only like, it actually kind of works like a really cool selfie stick. Only not an incredibly far selfie stick. Okay, I'll work with that. So, full disclosure, both my low and my high, well, actually, part of my high and my low is there's something I really had to do this morning before I could get the video started. And straight up, we put our jet ski in. Yes, we probably have for like over 20 years, but she still runs really great. So, yeah, I'll be riding it a little bit later. Maybe I'll do a jet ski video. Not entirely sure what I'll do. But, oh, actually, I just hold it like this. Hey, let's hold it like this. Like, bring my shoulders in, do this. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll film it like this. Actually, let me get it, is there anything get flatter? There we go. Okay. That looks a little more even to me. So, my low and my high, well, part of my high, is we got the jet ski in. And, last night we went to the, also another really big part of my high is, last night I went back to the Valley Inn for dinner. It was awesome, dude. Man, I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But first things first, I had to do my act of kindness, which is to help my parents watch my nephews yesterday. They're going to be coming later today. Actually, I'm thinking of it. Helping put the jet ski in is also part of my act of kindness, so that works. But I also watered the flowers, too, this morning. I didn't need to do it yesterday because, like, seriously, twice it rained. It was unbelievable. Oh, okay. Sorry, I keep forgetting that the screen on my computer is going to turn off. How else was I going to get my notes out here? I don't know what to tell you. So, yesterday, Steph Curry was the guest on Hot Ones. And I got to tell you, he did really good. Like, really, really good. Like, I loved his determination around the time he got to the bomb, where Sean Evans is like, not to lead the witness, but we've never had an NBA player tap out on here. So Steph's like, no, that ain't gonna be me. And it wasn't him. So good job, Steph Curry. I already had mad respect for you before, but now I have even great respect. So, and it really was interesting to get a deep dive into, like, his past. Specifically about the fact, like, the very first question Sean asks him would be, do you think things would be like they are right now if instead of going where he went for college, you went to, like, Virginia Tech or Duke? And Steph Curry openly said probably not. You gotta go to the place that best fits you. Honestly, the experience that he had in college, he wouldn't change for anything. He talked about how uniquely different getting a hole-in-one in golf are, or a shot from 75 feet out. They're both different. Like, as a basketball player, Steph Curry expects to make a 75-foot shot more often than not. You can get, like, all the perfect details right to get a hole-in-one, and you're still not going to get a hole-in-one, probably. That's how uniquely different it is. He talked about the concept of whether or not the term being on fire is a myth. And because I forget the name of the study that Sean Evans mentioned, but like there really is no, but according to that study, like being on fire isn't necessarily a real thing. And Steph's like, oh, it's absolutely real. Like, because to be on fire, and you know what, even back when I was doing stuff like running and wrestling, doing stuff like that, I felt this way too. Like, you feel like you just have to do that one thing to to, really make your day. And when you achieve that thing, everything just feels right. And I totally get that. He talked about the most underrated player on an NBA staff, who he didn't actually, the guy's name was Rick, right? And he didn't actually remember what position he does, but Rick actually prevents injury, deals with players who have injury, therefore allowing them to perform better. So that's actually a really important job. He has a ranking system for every NBA stadium's popcorn, which, okay, I love me some popcorn. Popcorn's one of my favorite hors d'oeuvres. I definitely would consider popcorn top tier hors d'oeuvre. So, okay. Steph Curry loves popcorn. Mad respect. Let's see. Steph Curry's father, for those who don't know, he also played in the NBA. So, obviously, one question that Sean asked him is, what's the difference between the NBA in the 90s versus the NBA of today? And physicality was the first thing that came to mind. And the contracts. He explained Klay Thompson's shot. For those of you who don't know, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are known as the Splash Brothers. And Klay Thompson's shot is, compared to Steph Curry's, it's more repeatable for the average person. A person could take a look at Klay Thompson's shot and, imitate that. Meanwhile, Steph's is a little bit different. And it all comes to the angle of the elbow, which reminds me, do not do the chicken wing. I think chicken wing is like this. You put your elbow like that when you shoot or whatever. Don't do that. He talked about how the first time he pulled out from 40 feet. He talked about when he was in high school, his models were Steve Nash and Reggie Miller. He thought it meant the world to him when Kobe Bryant called him the babyface killer, which, you know what? I completely forgot about the babyface killer mentality, but you know what? I see it now. Steph Curry, dude. He's a babyface killer. Mad respect. He talked about because obviously the reason why Steph Curry is on Hot Ones is because he's promoting a documentary about the important events of his life or whatever. And Sean Evans wanted to personally ask Steph Curry a list of certain events in his life that he personally remembers from his experience, right? From Steph Curry himself, right? Turning the ball over 13 times his college debut, and Steph Curry said he felt like a baby giraffe. Coming back down 17 to beat Georgetown in the NCAA tournament, and he said that was the highlight of the run. And for those of you who don't know, Steph Curry broke the all-time three-point shot record. He has the record now. But when he did it, both Ray Allen and Reggie Miller were in attendance. So to do that in front of some of the greats, that's incredible. But for him, the icing on the cake was that he gave the game ball to his dad. That's really sweet. That's actually one of the coolest things ever. Frankly, I can't believe that more people need to, more athletes need to really show love for their family, That's really cool. Love that. So, sorry for the noise. My father's cleaning the jet ski a little bit. So, pardon the noise. But, don't worry, he won't be in frame. So, yeah. After watching Hot Ones, she was just waiting until we finally got to go to the Valley Inn last night. And let me tell you, for those of you who don't know, I've talked about the Valley Inn before, but for those of you who don't know, I live in Elmira, New York. I am a proud resident of the 607. And anyone in the 607 is probably going to tell you that the best wings in the entire area are the Elbow Room. I love Elbow Room wings. They're my favorite. They're some of the best wings I've ever had. Back in 2011, my grandfather, who we called Bobo, told me that there's a place in Branchport, New York, that has wings that are just as good as Elbow Room. Now, admittedly, I'm a little skeptical, but after having them, I'm like, okay, these wings are pretty darn good. And I consider them, like, the Valley Inn, Elbow Room, and Lakeside are my holy trinity of wings. Like, those are the three best places. Those are the three places I think about the most whenever I have wings. So, there you go. But here's the thing. You gotta go to the Valley Inn on Thursday night, because, actually, I can, I'll put a little more there now. Okay. Yeah, the screen's black, but I don't care. I'm done looking at my notes for hot ones. So, actually, hold on. Let me set my computer down real fast. Hold on. There. Okay. I'm safe now. That's much better. I'm not gonna lie, my arm's getting kind of tired carrying that computer around. So, you want to go on Thursday night for a couple reasons to the Valley Inn. Because, A, if you go on Friday or like Saturday, they're going to focus on whatever their special is, and you're only going to get boneless wings. There's nothing wrong with boneless wings. It's just, I presume you probably want bone-in wings when you think chicken wings, so there you go. And you absolutely need to go when there's this one waitress there. She was the very waitress who waited on my grandfather for all those years before he passed away. I saw her last night. She still remembered me. It was great. It was fun. It was great to see her again. We got to catch up. I hope we keep in touch, because I made sure, we each got each other's numbers, keep in touch, whatever. Because, she's awesome, By the way, you're probably, if you're watching it, by the way, to that waitress, if you are watching this, please know I never name names so as not to embarrass or offend anyone, even though that's clearly not my intention. It's just, let's be honest, you never want, people go crazy over, like, the littlest things, I just don't want to risk it is all. But don't worry, I got you. I made the post on social media, so everything's cool. So, my old man and I get to the Valley Inn, and, we both got, we saw that one of the specials they had was tomato soup. It was, I'm just gonna say right now, this is the best tomato soup I ever had. Like, it was like a really good chili, but like it still had that sort of like glossy texture that you see a really good tomato soup have. That was really good. Came with like crackers. It was really good. And okay, before I get into the wings, and trust me, I'm gonna be talking about them for a little bit, I gotta talk about the onion rings. I'm gonna say right now, Valley Inn, they got the best onion rings. Straight up. I don't know how they did it, but like, imagine like the qualities of like the best beer battered onion rings you ever had. Now take the best qualities of the best breaded onion ring you've ever had and put them together. And you have Valley Inn onion rings. Man, let me tell you what, those onion rings were amazing, dude. Holy cow. Love onion rings. I love onion rings. In fact, honestly, if chicken wings didn't exist, I would say onion rings are my hors d'oeuvre of choice. But I'll tell you what, those onion rings, you want to go. Actually, all the bar food at the Valley Inn is awesome. I've had a burger there before. That was really good, but come on. If you go to the Valley Inn, you want the wings. I mentioned just earlier how they're just as good as Elbow Room, and I stand by that wholeheartedly. These wings are phenomenal. And actually, they really gave you some vegetables too. They gave me some celery, they gave me some carrots. No, carrots aren't really traditional, but I like carrots, so it's cool. And you gotta go blue cheese. We live in a blue cheese household. Actually, I shouldn't knock anyone who likes ranch. I shouldn't do that. It's just not traditional for upstate New Yorkers to have wings with blue cheese. So with that being said, get a pretty enough girl to find me a woman who's pretty enough and who actually likes me, who likes wings with ranch. Be like, I'll give it a try for her. Why not? I'm sure she'd be worth it, right? You gotta do it for her, fellas. Fellas, always gotta do it for her. Remember that, okay? Always do it for her. Man, I tell you what, this was awesome. And, to top it all off, I got to talk with that waitress for a little bit. And, I got to see what the kitchen's like a little bit. Like, they're the best. The Valley Inn is a place that needs to be talked about more and needs to be visited more. And it should be on everyone's, top list for, the best bar food in the area. It's just the one problem I think it does have is it's the location. See, I only know where the Valley Inn is because my grandfather showed me where it is. It's the kind of place where you got to travel kind of out of your way to find. But I tell you what, if you do go, if you do want to make the trek, if you really want to go and have the best wings ever, really some of the best bar food too, you got to go to the Valley Inn, you got to go on Thursday, and you got to ask for said waitress. Look at my social media. You'll know who it is. Tell them that Nick Cutler sent you, and she and the rest of the good folks at the Valley Inn are going to treat you right. Okay? You got to. Honestly, it's really sad. The only thing this is honestly one of the reasons why I miss my grandfather, because he was the one who showed me that place. And, now he's gone. So, needless to say, Bobo, if you're listening up there, I was thinking of you. Everyone at the Valley Inn misses you. We all love you, man. I know my relationship with my grandfather didn't end that great, but, the least I could do is try and honor his memory as best I can. And, it's funny, because here's the thing. The Valley Inn is located in a place known as the Guyanoga Valley, and my grandfather insisted on calling it the Guyanoga. So I guess if you want to call it the Guyanoga, you can, but the name of the restaurant is the Valley Inn, so I will be referring to it as the Valley Inn. Just like I'll be referring to this as an awesome view. Oh, it's going to be bright. Oh, yeah, it's bright. That blue sky is gorgeous. There's some clouds up there. It's really cool. I hope you all like this video. If you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video. For all of you guys who are watching, enjoy today. Hope you have a wonderful, 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 wonderful Friday. I forgot to do Happy Friday, didn't I? Happy Friday, everyone. And remember, when you guys want to talk, channels, I'm here to lend nails right back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.